Hello, friends. Uh, I just thought about something and I wanted to give a follow up video to the one that I just posted saying that, excuse me, yeah, when I was younger, and my daughter was growing up, yes, there's been a few times where I had to use government assistance to keep me afloat so I could survive. And I'm not going to lie, I even had public housing. I did it for a few years. But once I got to the point to where I was able to make enough money and not need to rely on the government, I got off of it. I get rid of my public housing, got rid of my food stamps. I even had some cash assistance. But I did. I used it when I was in need, when I was unemployed and had a hard time getting a job. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I am not the most skilled person in the world. I mean, I feel like I do have pretty good intelligence, maybe I'm wrong, and I do have a certain amount of smarts when it comes to working and, being able to apply my skills. Because I have several skills. I've trained to do several different jobs. Some of those jobs were just because so I didn't have to pay somebody else to do them. I got those jobs so I could learn how to do it myself, so I didn't have to pay somebody else to do it. And one of those jobs was being a mechanic. And I tell you what, that job to this day has paid off. I did that as a kid, and when I was growing up, I did it for a while, and I enjoyed it to the point to where taxes got so ridiculous and vehicle manufacturers started changing so much on a regular basis that I would have to spend money on a tool that would cost me anywhere from $200 to, well, $1,000 or more. And I would use it once or twice a year. And it would piss me off because every year that I was 1099, so I had to pay taxes every year on my tools, the value of my tools. So for those tools that I used once, maybe twice a year, because it was a specialty tool that I had to have to be able to work on this particular vehicle, you know, I had to have it to do my job. And I did. I spent the money and did what I had to do to get a return on that money. But it did get to the point, and there's still some good mechanics out there, a lot of mechanics that make a good living because they're in the right place. But I wasn't. I mean, I was making good money, but at the same time, I was 1099, so I was spending half my money on taxes every year. But, anyways, I just wanted to put that out there because, yeah, I've used the system. I've used it a couple times, but I didn't abuse it and I didn't think of it as a lifetime supply of benefits to where I never had to do anything for myself. I got off of it. And I did quite a few jobs, not just mechanics. I did other things, construction, so I could learn how to repair my home so I didn't have to pay somebody else to do it. And there's other jobs that I've done as well, just so I could get educated, so I didn't have to pay somebody to do something that I didn't know how to do because I educated myself. Now, you folks that are out there saying that we all owe you something, so because you, well, pardon my language and my judgment, don't want to work and be lazy. You just want to sit on your butt and have everything handed to you. Well, there is a better life out there than living on government assistance. If you go out there and you find something that you like to do that interests you, well, you know what? Think about it. A lot of times there is a career option there. There's people that like to do computer programming. There's people that like to talk to other people about financing. There's so many opportunities out there to do what you want to do and make a good living better than what you would be doing if you were on government assistance. Your quality of life would be better. You would be proud. You would have something to brag about. You'd be able to stand up and say, yeah, I did this. I didn't rely on other people to do this for me. I raised my kids. I didn't let the government raise my kids because I want my kids to have quality of life and learn that if you work hard, you can have the American dream. But all you folks that are just been relying on the system pretty much your entire lives and raising children, you're teaching your children to do the exact same thing. To rely on everybody else to pay your bills. You know what that's going to do to your children? Well, if things keep going the way they're going and we get this country back on track, they're either going to be homeless, dead, or in jail. Because you did not bother to teach them ethics, values, respect, and know who's in charge, respect authority, and not think that everything you do is okay because you are who you are. So, anyways, again, please like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and leave me a comment if you would like to berate me or agree with me. I don't care either way. I'm a good guy. I respect people's opinions, but I do have a threshold. I will tell you that. So, thanks.